presented in its original uncut version. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Free your mind, let's break down life. I'm spreading the word of Kalamba. The birthday is swag up and funny. Follow the wire up with my body.
I'm coming out.
This is not a conspiracy. This is a reality podcast, sequentially designed to lead you up the hidden staircase to your enlightenment by learning and discussing topics consisting of biology and law, numbers and scriptures, fiction and reality, movies and music, past and present. If you're listening right now, chances are you were decapitated at birth, lacking the ability to acknowledge your origin or defend your biological property, making you forever subject to the fallen. If you're taking the time to engage with this knowledge, it is better to allow yourself to detach from your beliefs. This is the Immaculate Conception Mary. Chad GPT here, the host of your ride. Welcome to the Black Bunny Podcast. Let's break on through to the other side. All right, welcome everyone to the Black Bunny Podcast. This is Chad GPT. Today we are going to go over quite a few things, but the main topic is going to be Adam and Eve. There's so many things to talk about these days, but I have to go with my very in the moment interest, and that is Adam and Eve. But before that, we have a little bit of a monologue that we have to go through. Yeah. So Dani D will be joining us, and she'll join the conversation hopefully soon. And for now, let's get talking. I made the notes here. Let's see here. Just a couple of quick ideas, revelations, if you will. All right. Well, they were talking on one of these podcasts. I can't recall which one now, but they mentioned why they changed the terminology from global warming to climate change. Well, global warming, what they're talking about is the thawing, the thawing of their frozen assets. What are the frozen assets? Our minds. Hey, Dani D, what's up?
Hi.
Nice. I was just getting started. It's just perfect timing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going upstairs. I just saw the thing. I'm like, yep, I gotta go.
All right. Well,
I knew it. I saw it was 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit.
Great. I love it. Ben, it's just taking every ounce of me to record these days. I'm just exhausted.
Are you really?
Oh,
Well, you've been going and going.
I think it's just I don't know, man. It's just everything bugs me. Everything bugs me.
Really? Like? Any for instance?
Well, real life, stupid work, bullshit crap I hate. And just everything. I have people-itis. I have people-itis.
I love that.
So,
people-itis. I get that every day.
Yeah,
You know it.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to start, but I'm going to finish my monologue while you set up.
Yep. Go ahead.
Right. So I was just saying that on some podcasts recently, they mentioned how the terminology global warming is now changed to climate change in the narrative.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so global warming has turned into climate change, much like UFO has turned into what? I can't remember. UAP or something?
Oh, a UAP. Yep.
Yeah. So how they changed their own terminology is something. It's it's interesting. But I know
I think they change their verbiage. It's always for a purpose. It's always serves some kind of purpose.
Of course.
To their narrative, right?
And this
we know that.
This one is global warming. This is when the thawing started to begin of their frozen assets. And the frozen asset is our mind.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they've decapitated everybody, they're holding all these frozen assets. And so global warming was the indication that they were starting to melt. They were losing their grip. And so what did it change to? Climate change. Well, that what does that mean? It means now after it's warmed, the globe has warmed, our mind has warmed. Now we have a climate change where our mental climate has changed. They're not
Oh,
talking about the
right.
fucking earth. They're talking about us as the herd that it's now there's a climate change. And so that's why all these fronts from like Bill Gates and like well, all that stuff is a front for their attack on humanity to get control of that climate change. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
totally.
Then the next little I've left just like five little things I wanted to cover before we go into the
Yep. No,
main
that's
topic,
good.
which is going to be Adam and Eve again. I have.
Oh, yay.
So then I was listening to when that woman got shot for from ICE.
Oh, yeah.
Um, which I don't know if it's real or it was an enactment, just to get everybody scared of ICE or whatever. But
Well, I
um,
wonder, that's how I was thinking the same thing. Yeah,
it
I
was
was very much
very good
thinking the same
acting.
thing.
If that was the case, there were some very good actors in that video that are very believable. So it's hard to it sounds honest, but then it's like who knows how good these people are. But
Right.
so anyway, then I was saying that the people that are like this, whether maybe they're being paid, maybe they're just real people. There's a lot of people that are extremists in their views, and they're
Yes.
one side or the other, and I know that it is a mental disease. And when you see it for what it is, you look around and you can tell that everybody is in a mental dis-ease because of the
Yeah.
decapitation. Because of the decapitation. And so like you have this.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no.
feel like it's partly like part of the ritual, the ritualistic aspect of it. Somehow I feel like it's they've like hijacked our they've hijacked our minds in this. Like I almost feel like, is there something that needs to be done? Not just an acknowledgement of it, but do we have to do more? Is there something more we need to do to like free ourselves of it?
Yeah,
Does that make
support
sense?
for who? Everyone?
Yeah, for every all like
Yeah,
the
it
public.
perfect. It leads exactly into the next bullet point here. And it's so
Oh, good.
vitally important. It's so extremely important. If people can understand what I'm about to say, then we're separate from it all. And that is
Right.
this, the author, the word author. Author definition to be is God. And this is
Oh, I didn't
important
know that.
because, yeah, to
Never
be
knew that.
God, author to be is God. And if you think about it, everything that's being authored in front of us, the papers, the documents, the every move is just them playing the author, showing us the script, and we're making a choice. So it's the author is very powerful because they are literally just dangling something in front of us that we keep using our free will to go into. And so it all came about because of the N word. I was like, there's a couple of like friends I have that I say it in front of because I like to fucking say it. And I'm so tired of people, but I like to say it the way. And the thing is like it's not offensive because I'm the author of my intentions. My intentions are, to use it in the way that I want to use it. And furthermore, it reminded me how so childish the public pool is because think about it. There's most of the people are like, you can't say that name. That's a bad like they're like under the influence of a teacher. They're a child. Now come
Yeah.
on now. We authorize our words and either you have bad intentions or you don't.
Or you have good intentions. It's
Like,
one or the
so like,
other.
give me a break. Anyway, so the author is God. And as soon as we can
Okay.
understand that we don't have to, we just because you're saying it doesn't mean it's true.
Right. That's
So
huge.
that's huge. And literally a flip of a switch, but everyone is so mentally diseased that they can't they're so far away from it, which is
Yeah.
just where they wanted us. All right.
Yeah. It's like a complete brainwashing, which is, I mean, they've been effective in it, right?
Yes. And so global change. So Then this is why I came onto the idea of Adam and Eve because um, well, I wanted the idea of the public pool. The public pool is the fallen. And if you are in enough reality and you are aware of your origin, that your origin is fertilization, and you are aware of your present existence, then you can see the public pool, and it is the fallen. So when you
And the point of that, right? I don't mean to interrupt you, Chad, but I mean saying in the point of that, right, is that you're taking away the assumed consent, correct? Like everything is based on an assumed consent.
yeah, yeah,
And so by understanding and acknowledging your beginning starting at fertilization acknowledges God, your God you,
yeah,
right?
and you're
Which
present.
makes you a capable being.
Yeah, you're present.
Yes.
So everyone who's mentally diseased, everyone in the public pool, everyone who's fallen and behaves like a child and is a child in law by definition,
Right.
all those people, I don't know what we were saying.
And they need someone, it's all part of the public pool needing to be monitored, needing to be
Of
governed.
course,
And
yeah.
yes,
It's like we're asking for it.
yeah.
We're the Nephilim. But anyway, so
But you can see that when you acknowledge the God you with your understanding of fertilization being your beginning and not your birth or your birthday or whatever, um, by changing that perspective, you're acknowledging the God you. And so then you can see where others aren't,
mhm,
right?
yeah.
So you see them as fallen. I mean, you can see it.
And I mean, nobody, just this, there's nobody that would understand the power of that statement that I know, really, except you.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it
so
is.
it's
It's
very,
extremely powerful.
and there's only more that can come from knowing your origin, like the more present you can be, the more out of the system you will be, because the system is just in the past and shit.
Right. And in your awareness, right? I mean, it's all part of that awareness, which is something happens. There's almost like, when I talked to you for the first time about this, and I was kind of aware partly, um, but I didn't understand the depth of it, obviously, that you have taught me over the last, I guess what, 2 years. So, but prior to that, I mean, I was aware of the psyop of the birthday, but I wasn't really understanding the God part of fertilization,
Mm,
right? You know what I
yeah.
mean? But in you teaching me that and me understanding that, it did something to my mind that opened something that I wasn't aware that was even closed, that allowed me to start noticing things.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in that is there's just like a natural sort of I don't want to say awakening, but yet
Yeah.
I don't know what else a word can.
A clarity.
Yes, some
Yeah.
type of clarity that comes to you when you acknowledge the God you. It just it's
Yeah.
like a natural. It's subconscious. I don't think you're very aware of it until you just realize that you're seeing things you didn't see before.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I wanted to go into a drawing, so let's just do this because I'm going to talk about what they're. It's all biology what they're saying in the story, and so let's take a look here.
Oh, yay. Okay. With what? With this lady with the shooting, the ice shooting.
Yeah. What about it?
Is that what you're talking about? I
No,
didn't
I'm talking about.
see
We're
it.
going to talk about
Oh.
the fallen and Adam and Eve and how the biological what they're
Oh, yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
saying.
Got you.
Uh-oh. All right. So can you see the whiteboard?
Yep, I can.
Okay. So dad, mom, and oh, sperm, sperm, ovum. When the sperm fertilizes the ovum, what is created?
The zygote.
Thank you. In 24 hours, the zygote creates what within itself?
An identical 46 chromosome
Called
um shit.
conceptus,
Conceptus. That's right.
aka Noah, aka Adam. Okay. So the zygote creates the conceptus in approximately 24 hours. Let's put this important.
And that is what becomes us, correct?
Yeah, but ultimately we're all the things.
Okay.
But if you're to break it down, it does do that. But so now let me ask you a question. So
Yes.
what created the conceptus? Did the mom and dad create the conceptus?
No.
What created the conceptus?
The zygote.
That's right. So that is God. God is the single cell that the seed that arrives. So
Just like the Bible says.
so we're
Created,
exactly.
created in our image, right?
Now, yeah, exactly. Now, exactly. And so you can embellish this little part of the story or this little idea in so many different stories. So like it's just
Yeah, it can play out in so many different ways.
yeah, like they're calling God this and they're always talking about this. So anyway, so zygote in 24, so the zygote creates the conceptus. All right. Now, how many about about 3 or 4 days it lands into the wall, right?
Yep.
Let's just put 7 days at
So
implant.
real quick, just to refresh my memory. Now, when the zygote forms the conceptus, when it starts traveling down, are both traveling?
It has to.
Yeah.
It's inside of it. So, I mean, the conceptus is inside of it. That's
Right.
Noah inside the ark. It's a ship. It's a
Yes, that's
vessel.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
Inside it's like the vessel.
it's a vessel.
Yes.
Mercury.
Got it. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
And then, just quick note, it is mercury in alchemy, and it is, yeah. And so that's a base metal. And
Yep.
so when they say turn base metals into gold, they're turning origin into gold.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right. And then, so in 7 days, and then it implants
Yep. Into the mother's wall.
into the Garden of Eden. Now, what is formed here? What happens?
The pellucid membrane.
No, no, no. Pellucid
Damn.
membrane is way before.
Way earlier. Okay, go ahead.
Well, the maternal part of the placenta starts.
Oh,
The maternal part of the
the
placenta.
placenta.
Yeah, maternal part. The accretion occurs.
Oh.
So because the zygote has arrived, this vessel has arrived, is causing the mother Earth
Oh, right.
matter to create a
Yes,
reaction to it. And this would be the
that's right.
same thing as Newton's law, which this is what he's talking about, how there's an equal and opposite gravitational pull. The apple being the origin, the fruit
Yes.
from the tree, which is the zygote, apple
Ah,
falls to the ground on Earth, but at the same time is being drawn to Earth for whatever reason. It's
right.
the zygote just instinctually floats towards the earth.
Is
And
it like
so,
a magnetic
yeah,
attraction,
so
perhaps?
this,
Some type
yeah,
of.
could be. And this at the same time, it's being pulled too. So yeah,
Yeah,
anyway, not to digress. All right, so this is also where Jesus is born.
right.
Because if zygote is God the Father, and we forget origin and we claim to begin on the land, the
Yes.
landing, that's where Jesus is birthed.
Yes.
Jesus.
Because
And
of the crucifixion, right? Because of
no
being crucified.
crucifixion comes outside.
Yeah. But I mean, because of that, that's why
Right. Right. It's because he was crucified. It's because he claims this position.
This
Yes.
position. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So Jesus, and then also this is Adam. Adam. All the stories are the same. They give just the same,
Yep.
the different names for the same biological part.
I love
Adam.
too that you did the Newton's law because that's so on point
It is.
too.
Yeah, they're like trying to
Crazy.
make it sound like it's gravity. Like
You're right.
it's just
Like they're talking about outside.
yeah. And I did an episode on that. I saw all the evidence is there inside the narrative. And so anyway, now if we're gonna come back to Jesus
Mhm.
later. All right. So when God the Father takes Adam into the Garden of Eden, then then God creates Eve out of the rib of Adam. Okay. Now, as we said, if the zygote since the zygote arrived, it means it caused a reaction, it caused an accretion from mother. Mother had created her part of the placenta, which was a reaction to this arrival, right?
Right.
Mhm. And so when you look at the word rib, rib means woman, woman means wife, and wife means close union with a female partner. And on these lines. And so the rib is the close union of a female partner. The rib is the accretion that occurs. The maternal part of the placenta is the rib of Adam because since Adam arrived, this is ends up
Oh.
being a close union of the maternal side or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
So the rib literally means the maternal part of the placenta, and it was caused from Adam. It came from Adam. God created it from him. Yeah. So,
My gosh, that makes so much more sense than the stupid story didn't even make sense.
and so then when Adam and Eve come out of the womb, out of the Old Testament, let's do it like this. So
Yeah.
let's do this is the mother, very pregnant. Oh
That's
my God.
that's awesome.
When they come out, when these guys right here, can I take this whole thing here? They come out into the New Testament.
Oh my God, I love that you can just move that. That's
Yeah.
so awesome.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Uh-oh. How do I get it alone? Hold on. All right. Placenta, fetal maternal organ comes out. Let's draw the cord quick. The cord and the baby. Cord. Okay. So Adam and Eve come into the New Testament, and then what happens is they eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, you have to think about it like this. When the zygote arrives, when the family tree, the ultimate family tree, the tree, right? But it's just the tree, is the zygote. The zygote is the genetic tree down back to origin. It's the tree. But
Oh,
yeah, but if you come and land into the wall and you claim to begin, don't forget, Jesus comes out, right? All the beings come out and they are a product of the implantation. This placenta is a product of
right,
implantation.
right.
It
From landing in Earth.
Yes, exactly. It's a product of that. And so if you forget this tree and then you start from this tree, because don't forget, this is now, I mean, it doesn't change the genetic code, but it changes into matter, right? And
Right,
so this moment is very essential. This is why the female is revered as God and the placenta is God, because this is how the being becomes matter. But they're both equal because the zygote, the mother could have never done that if the zygote never arrives.
Right. You
All
needed
right.
the zygote first.
Yes. And so that brings you to the point of if you're going to go from this tree, right? So if they come out and they remain inside of this union, this rib, Adam and Eve,
Yeah.
then, then they're fault. They become because they're eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, what does good mean?
Oh, the unborn of animals.
That's right. Bravo.
Yeah.
And so the the unborn of animals. Good is the trade, and evil is the mind of the fallen. So good and evil, meaning they're going to grow from that tree. They're going to go from the product of implantation from the land, that tree, which
Oh
is
my
the
gosh.
knowledge of
Yep.
good and evil. All right. So,
Wow.
right? Right? It's
That's
very
deep.
complex. Is that right?
Yeah, it really is.
And so it all goes back to that word eating. It's a very interesting word. It's the consumption of your will. Where is your intention going? Where are you volunteering? That is that's the evil, right? Or
Yep.
ever, yeah, getting lost. It's
Eating.
so complex. Anyway, so now the Nephilim. No, 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 no. Let's go back to Jesus. Now, in the version of Jesus, in the version of Jesus, he's the fetal part, right? Let's just put Mary here to
Yep.
make it clear. Mary, all right? Mary and Jesus said when they're in there together, and the being decides to become fallen, Jesus died for the sins of the world, right?
Yeah.
The debt of the world. The sin is the debt,
Yep.
and the debt is the lacking of your knowledge of your origin. That's the original sin, original debt, origin debt. You hear?
Oh my God. Wait, say that again. That was good.
Yeah,
The
it's
original.
original sin. Well, sin means debt, and original means origin. It's origin debt. It's your lack of your knowing of your origin. That's the original sin.
Wow.
And so that is the that is the story of that. But so then Jesus, so let me ask you something. This fetal maternal organ, this Mary Jesus union,
Yep.
is the goods. And the goods collect money because of why?
Um, collect money? What do you mean?
How is this fetal maternal organ able to generate money?
Oh, because they created the birth certificated man.
Well, yes, but plain and simple taxes. You're paying a
Oh,
tax.
yeah, right. Taxes. They've
Yeah,
they've taxed that entity.
they're paying a tax. They're paying it's like it's a debt. A
Yeah.
debt is a tax. You're indebted.
Like
Well,
from birth, you know?
you're indebted inside of the goods.
Yep.
So Jesus hangs on the cross. Now, this is so important if we can understand this, because Jesus is inside the goods, and if he hangs himself on the cross, right here, marks a time on the Gregorian calendar, frozen in time on the birth date, right?
Yep.
Gregorian. Yeah.
Yeah, Pope. Yeah.
He hangs himself on the crossroads for the sin, for the debt. So he's there and he's collecting the debt. When the people are paying taxes, that is the debt. Jesus is the debt.
Oh,
Yeah. So he's dying for the debt. So that's why he's stuck there on the cross, because he's representing our mind is frozen in this position. That's why he's got the crown. Make sense?
yeah. Sorry, I'm writing that. That's good. Um,
And so I want to do something real quick here too. I want to take a Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, what are we gonna look up here? Oh, Cain and Abel. Oh, no, no, no. I'm gonna just do a Google search. King James Version. Okay. Let's read. Why don't you read this? Let's read this whole thing. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay.
Genesis 4, King James Version.
Okay. 4. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now thou art cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear.
Okay, hold on here.
Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived, and bare Enoch. And he builded a city, and called the name.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
I want to come back to 17. So
okay.
now, because now they're going into his wife. So let's talk.
Yeah, and Cain and then Enoch. Yeah.
So Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain. That's right. So Adam and Eve are the placenta, and she, talking about Eve,
Yeah.
bared Cain, right? Cain being the being, right?
Yep.
So yeah, bare Cain, the fetus, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. All right. Yeah, exactly. So at implantation is what they're talking about. So Eve conceived and bared Cain. That was the formation of the reaction of implantation, right?
Yep.
Okay. And she again bare his brother Abel. Oh, my bad. To bear Cain being the fetal part. Sorry, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hold on one second. It doesn't matter at this point. I know that I already did this, but because they're always interchangeable. We talked
Right.
about Cain and Abel being the same being. The whole point of this dissection, guys,
Right.
is that they're the same being. And so we just have to plug in and figure out how they're using that
In this
recipe.
position, in this
Yes.
specific,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. So it's hard to decipher sometimes. But so she bare his brother Abel. Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Well, there exactly it is.
Ah, right there.
So Cain is the fetal part, right? And then Abel is the being. All right.
And Abel is the
So
being. Yep.
Cain is in the story is the fetal part of the placenta, and Abel is the being. All
Yep.
right. And Eve remains. All right. So because Eve is creating this. All right. Eve creates. This is true. Without that maternal part of the placenta, none of this would happen. So it is Eve, the rib, bearing this child,
Oh, right.
these two characters. Okay. And but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Yeah. The
That's why
ground.
he's the fetal. That's why he's the fetal maternal,
Yeah,
right? Or the
exactly.
fetal part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the ground is the placenta being flat land, flat cake, flat surface.
Of the mother.
All
Yeah.
right. And it's the landing. All right. And in the process of my throat is so bad.
You sound much better though.
I did. And now it's just, I don't know what's going on. In the process it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground and offering it unto the Lord. So that's them saying that I'm going to correct myself. Wow. Wow. A whole nother fucking angle.
What?
Shit. So sorry. Let's try this another way. Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. I think it's the reverse. Abel being the Abel
Because of the sheep.
because it keeps the sheep are the public pool.
The fallen. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then Cain was a tiller. He used the ground.
Yes.
Right? Okay, let's just go with
Totally.
that. So, in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought the fruit of the ground and offered it to the Lord. So Cain being the being who was the tiller of the ground, he tilled the ground, he took his origin. This is what we're saying without any action when we celebrate and take on the identity. We're saying, here's the fruit of the ground, and I'm giving it to you, the Lord. The Lord is the public pool. It is the whole beat, the whole thing. The Lord.
Ah, yeah.
It's the collective.
Right.
So Cain said, here's my origin, offering it unto giving up your government. You're allowing the decapitation. That's exactly what Genesis 4:3 is saying.
You're handing it over.
A fancy way of saying becoming decapitated. That's what it is. Wow.
Wow. And it's Genesis what?
4:4.
4:4.
Wait, hold on. No, 4:3. 4:3.
4:3. Okay.
So that's when they offer up the government. And so Abel, he said, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of that thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. He also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. Okay, yes. Wow. I think this is saying he took the fruit, which is the maternal part, and then the firstlings of his flock is his part, right?
Right.
So he's saying unto the Lord, here's the accretion, the third thing, the fruit, the product of it, and then here's my part to the Lord. So he's offering both aspects up, which is important because this is the whole idea of 13 at the Last Supper really being 12. Because yeah. So that's So 13 is one up over the it's one plus. It's like an extra. Because
Yeah.
you're not only surrendering your piece, but you're also like claiming to have more biological property than that it's yours.
Yeah, right.
Right. So, oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit.
So, so, but unto Cain and to his offerings he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. So he fell. All right.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? Why is thou countenance fallen? If thou dost well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door. Okay. Okay. Interesting. By the way, wow, I think they're using well the way that I know that word is. The well is the source, it's the spring, it's the origin. So if thou else do well, claim origin, shall that not be accepted?
Oh,
And if
yeah.
thou dost not well, sin, debt will be at your door, meaning the taxes.
Right.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule it over him. Yeah, so you become the fallen, you're into the material, you like to be taken care of, you're a child. All right.
Right.
And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field, that's why the fourth plane and 9/11 crashed into a field. They're always
Yep.
mentioning the land of the fallen, the field, where they were in the field. And Cain rose up against Abel, his brother. So the brother is the fetal part of your existence, and it's also for you too. It's for every being that is considered a brother in an angle of how they use it.
Yeah.
So you're saying to your origin, the brother, the first, because that part of you is older. That part of you is your origin. It came before you. So it is your brother
Right.
right. So that's the unborn. That's the unborn
Yes.
part of you is unborn. The other part got to be born. Welcome back. All right. So recap here.
Hey, sorry.
Cain is
Yes.
the cutting of the umbilical cord. This is the being choosing. Cain brought the fruit of the ground. He lifted up his origin and offered it to the Lord. He put himself in the public pool.
Yes.
Abel is the piece that he sacrificed. All right. And then we're going to jump down. Read.
Oh, is Abel the Jesus? Is Abel
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
And that's why I'm almost thinking that, well, yeah, Jesus and Abel they end up being the same thing
Right?
because Jesus and Judas, they swap parts. Yeah. So yeah, again, the same
Yeah, well,
thing.
even Abel, he starts, I don't know that he starts there because Abel was the one that God accepted, right? In the pretense, in the story that's written or whatever, that Abel was the one that God had respect for, right? But
That's
then
right.
ultimately
Yeah.
he's the one that was sacrificed. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Um, and so read Genesis 4.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. 4.
What am I at? Like 10?
All right. 9. It's 9. Genesis
9.
4, 9. Okay. Here, let
Okay.
me blow it up a little bit.
Okay. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Okay. So, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? Now, don't forget, this Abel's the fruit that he offered to the Lord. All
Mhm.
right. And so now Cain doesn't know where Abel is now because he gave it away. And he said, I know not. And he said, am I my brother's keeper? And the answer is yes, God would say, or the Lord would say. And so he said, what hast thou done? How basically, how could you forget your origin? How could you do this?
Right.
The voice of your brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. That means that is you left it to die and you've forgotten to acknowledge it. And so the cries are coming from there to God because the brother that he killed, Abel, that he sacrificed, was left to die without any, like you let me go into the public pool. And so the cries are coming from the ground, from the placenta.
Yep.
You're with me?
Yeah. Who is the birth certificated man?
Yeah, exactly. And so now move on to 11.
Okay. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
Okay. In the United States, if in their eyes, the position we've taken is fugitive, vagabond. No, a vagabond and a fugitive from justice were considered the fallen. Anyway, whatever.
Right.
It doesn't matter. All right. So listen,
It's all the same, right? It's like the vagabond and
the
the
fallen.
it's the fallen,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's
Us,
the
all those,
sin. It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And so I want to look up the word curse.
Which one? What word?
The word curse.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, something that is cursed. Oh wait. Nope, way down. Okay, curse. Okay. One, a prayer or invocation for harm or injury to come upon one. Im- Imprecation.
Wow.
People believe that there is a curse on the house. Okay. Two, a profane or obscene oath or word.
Wow.
Wow. In an antechamber, his lieutenants suddenly heard the shattering of glass and angry curses. Three, something that is cursed or accursed. I quote, I will make this city a curse to all the nations of the earth, end quote, Jeremiah 26:6. Four, evil or misfortune that comes as if in response to imprecation or as retribution.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Evil, which is the inverse of living. So you're becoming the walking dead, you're evil.
Right.
So evil or misfortune that comes as if as if in response to imprecation. All right, let's look this word up.
Yes, please.
Imprecation is a curse, the act of imprecating. Okay. To invoke evil on.
Oh, ew, I just got chills. Oh,
Wow.
transitive verb.
What is invoke?
Transitive verb.
Wow, this is so I'm gonna invoke
Invoke.
to call forth by incantation. Sorry, okay, I'm sorry. Please read invoke from the beginning.
Okay. 1A, to petition for help or support. 1B, to appeal to or cite as authority. 2 is to call forth by incantation or conjure. 3, to make an earnest request for or solicit. 4, to put into effect or operation or implement. 5 is to bring about or cause. Invoker.
Okay, so invoke is saying our choice, our will. We invoke evil upon us. We curse ourselves.
Wow.
Right? So all of these to petition for help. Here, govern me. That's what you do when you give up
Yep.
capital or support. There it is. Invoke. It's to
Wow.
fall, to appeal to or cite as authority. We are giving authority to them.
What's conjure?
Conjure.
To call forth or summon.
Yeah. It's us demand. It's so crazy. It's us demanding, or it's us asking for something that we don't know we're asking for. By celebrating the birthday and forgetting our origin, we are initiating.
Look,
We're
and it's
initiating
by
something.
magic. Look at that. Look what that says.
What?
Dude, oh my gosh.
Where?
Okay, to summon by or as if by invocation or incantation, right? B, to affect or affect by or as if by magic.
I love it.
Two, imagine or contrive, often used with up. We conjure up our own metaphors for our own needs, conjured up to bring to mind. This is like the birthday. We are
Yeah.
summoning
Yeah.
the ritualistically year
The
after year
evil.
after year, all
The
the evil
evil.
upon ourselves
Yeah.
by the incantation, by it, or as if by magic. Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah. That's the alchemy. Yep. As if by magic.
It's crazy.
Magic being the author, the person presenting something, and however they
Yes.
present it, you know?
Yep.
And so,
Exactly.
curse. Okay, so curse. Let's go back here. So he said,
Okay. And
number
oh, and
11,
paint. Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. And now art. Oh, and now thou. Wait. Oh my God, I can't read. And now art thou cursed from the earth,
cursed
which
from
is.
the earth, cursed from the earth. That's right. You're cursed from the fetal maternal product of conception
Oh my
landing.
God, from that moment.
Yes.
Wow, that makes perfect
You're
sense.
and that is the mark of the beast. I
Yes.
was trying to say this
That's the
like
moment.
this is the moment that you are marked. That's why Matt, woven material,
Mhm.
crossroads, crosscut, hue, to cut, then to mark. So you're cursed from the earth if you lose
And
your way.
earth as being like this realm, right? So like the earth
This
as in
realm
like,
and the material that
and
occurred that was created from landing into the wall, into the
yes.
earth, Mother Earth.
But
Yes.
also in all material, in all of the mirth. Okay, when I see this cursed from the earth, I look at like not only well, yeah, because it's our manifestation into the material world. Yes, as a human being, right? But also that is, I look at it effective across all material life on earth. Okay, like all material earth, that is what I'm looking at as far as being cursed from. So when we are doing this to ourselves, we are we are cursing ourselves from the material in the material world. It's like become, yeah, it's keeping
Yes.
us into the pool, into that
Yes.
material
Yeah.
realm of this earth, and instead of being in the spiritual end of it,
Right. Yes. That's amazing. Very,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Very, very, very deep. I get it. Wow. That's like fucking, that's like macro, micro, above to
Yeah.
below. Like that's exactly what that is.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. That's how I feel like looking at it. It's like I have chills, seriously, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I get it on such a different level.
Yeah.
Because when I see that earth and you're saying, no, that's us becoming in the material. That's the material that's formed at that moment in that,
Yeah.
that you're taking that on. Like every time you say happy birthday, woo, that you're just cursed yourself for another year,
Yeah. You
basically.
cursed yourself. You welcomed in, you invoked.
You invoked, you
You,
conjured.
yeah. You made it happen because you're the God and you made it
As if
happen.
by magic, because you are God, not acknowledging God.
Yeah.
So you fall, you
Yeah.
separate. It's the separation,
And
and that's what puts you into the material world. Like like into this like material world that's like it's like a world within the world. You know what I mean? It's almost like a fake, a matrix, I guess is what you would call it. What else would you call it? Right? I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, it's just a bunch of authors writing the commerce, they're just like
yes,
writing the whole scenario.
but it's supposed to be your own.
Hmm?
But it's supposed to be your own.
Right, exactly.
It's supposed to be your story. You're supposed to be the author.
It's
So
supposed to
it's
be a
like you're living
mystery,
somebody
not
else's.
history.
Yeah, exactly.
My story, not his story.
Yes, my story, mystery.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh, yeah. Mystery means, yeah, from where.
my story. Yeah.
So,
Holy shit! I can't even believe that right now.
my story. I lost your camera, by the way.
I know. I'm trying to get you on because I'm
Yeah,
like overwhelmed right now. I can't even believe that.
So, Curse from the earth. Okay, do Genesis 4:12.
Okay. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on
Wow.
the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch.
Okay, hold on. And Cain knew his wife. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch.
So basically, he banged her.
No, 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 hold on.
Oh.
And Cain knew his wife. Cain knew his wife.
When they met,
Okay, no,
like
no,
in
no,
the
no, 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 no. Cain knew his wife. Cain knew the wife is the maternal part of the placenta.
yeah, right.
Cain knew that. So Cain is
His
the
wife.
baby, the being on the land, the fallen right now.
Yep.
He knew his wife. Yeah, at one point before he was made, he knew that union. He met into that union. You get it? So, and
Yeah.
she conceived. The conceiving is what happens at implantation, and bare
Right.
Enoch.
It's back at that moment. It's back to that
Yes,
moment, right? Is it?
Enoch. Enoch being the product of that, and he built a city. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
Wait, wait. Oh, wait. There, whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord so the Lord put a mark on Cain because he did this. Last and finding, okay, and came out of the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod. So the fallen, frozen mind Cain is now in the land of Nod. All right. And that means that's in the public pool realm.
Right.
And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. Okay. And okay, we start at 18, please.
Okay. Um, and Lamech, oh wait, no, and unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methusiel, and Methusiel begat Lamech. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. Oh, that's not ironic. A and Z, first and last.
Wow. 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 The first Ada is the maternal part that Lamech left behind. Yeah,
Right.
that's the maternal part. The name was Ada. And the name of the other, Zillah, is the actual female on the land wife.
Yes.
D, yes.
Yes, the beginning and the end.
That's right.
And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwells in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every, wait, where'd it go? Artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Nama. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged 7-fold, truly Lamech 70 and 7-fold.
77.
And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called his name Seth. For God said, she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord.
Passing on, passing on the tradition of being,
Yes.
yeah.
And down the line it goes, right?
But I thought, exactly. And, but I thought that Cain ate Abel, that there was
Like a sick part to it.
no, I thought there was a cannibalism part.
Oh,
Okay, well, either way, no, I mean, regardless,
I forget how, but I thought there was much more than this.
it supports the biological sequence we discussed like 100%.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And then repeated. And then it repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? With each,
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
you know, each generation. It's showing you generationally how this has happened.
Exactly. And so, yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. I kind of in a little daze here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go into another topic?
Okay.
Are we good with this?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was awesome. I love it. I thought I gained tons of awesome insights.
Is there anything else we can discuss on let me see something here.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Oh yeah. Duh.
so Jesus Jesus hangs on the cross. He's frozen. Yeah, because Judas sacrificed him for the 30 silver coins. And so he sacrificed him for the money. He trafficked. Judas trafficked
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, trafficked.
For sure.
And so Jesus remains to collect the debt, the sin of the world. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Is there should we look up is there a famous, let me ask ChatGPT,
What?
the famous verse. are the main verses of when he got crucified. It's either that or I was going to say, do you
What
want
do
to
you mean?
like I want to read when Jesus was crucified and then
Oh my God, it's good. And they even what they gave him, like at the way end of the whole thing, like they offered him something to drink earlier and he said no. And then at way at the end, like he dies then. And they gave him this like basically something to it like basically makes you like hallucinate. It's like taking the stuff we talked about before.
hmm
Ibogaine or the whatever. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hold on.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, no, I don't.
Like Ibogaine, DMT.
Oh, I'm, wait, hold on. Let me get you on the screen here. This is just ridiculous. Okay, how do I do this? Every time. Let's see. All right, whatever. All right. So here, what are the key verses in King James Version describing the crucifixion action of Jesus? So Isaiah 53:5. Isaiah 53:5 KJV.
Five.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's just one little thing. What does it say?
But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
Okay. Let's do Psalm 22:16. Go ahead. Psalm 22:16.
Okay. For dogs have compassed me, the assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet.
Let's look up hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, we got to do hand because I know that feet means standing origin. Let's see what hand means.
Oh, I bet it's okay. Um, 1A, 1. The terminal part of the vertebrae forelimb, when modified, as in humans, as a grasping organ. The body part at the end of the arm of a human, ape, or monkey.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
This is it. We'll check it out. Wow. Okay, first, really quick, let me take you to grasping. Gotta. Oh, sorry, here.
Grasping
Used, designed, or adapted to grasp.
is what? Used?
Grasping means is used. Grasping is designed or adapted to grasp, probably to take, right?
What?
To make motion of seizing, to clutch. Wow. Wow. They create the Immaculate Conception fallen system. That's grasping.
Wow.
The organ is grasping because it's used, designed, and adapted to be. Look at that. So the terminal part of the vertebrae forelimb, when modified as a grasping organ, a modified, adapted organ, it's been modified. They're using it as
Oh,
something else.
designed.
Yeah, they're using the fetal maternal organ and they're modifying it into a system. So that's a grasping organ. Wow. So
Wow.
the terminal part means the where the train took off, the origin, the terminal point. Don't forget that
Wow.
the terminal points are very, very important. Yeah, because the birthday is a terminal point, and landing in the wall of the mother's uterus is a terminal point.
Yes.
So the terminal part, the beginning part of a vertebrate forelimb. I mean, should we look up a forelimb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hi,
I would. Might as well. Yeah,
forelimb.
a
A
limb
limb. Okay. That is
situated
situated
anteriorly.
such as an arm. An arm is the extending part of forelimb. Yeah. Okay. So let me see something. Wow. The forelimb, a limb. Go back. Oh, ah, a limb, forelimb. Okay, so a terminal part of the vertebrate forelimb. Well, that could be the baby. The vertebrate is the vertebrate forelimb.
Right.
The other side of the, yeah, exactly. Okay, so
For sure.
or it's the placenta.
Oh, wait.
They're both forelimbs. They're both one side of this equation. The
Right.
beginning and the product, the placenta, cord, then baby, right? So each side, unborn and born, are both like could be a forelimb. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Okay,
Well,
but
yeah, they
anyway,
both are, but on either side of there's two paths, right?
the terminal part of the vertebrate forelimb. Of course, the vertebrate forelimb is the placenta. The terminal part is probably the product, the accretion, the terminal part. When modified, that's the third thing. Exactly. The terminal part of the vertebrate forelimb. Yeah, is the product of implantation, the accretion, the third thing, tertium quid. When modified as a grasping organ, as an adapted organ, a new using it for a new reason.
This is so incredible. Hold on a minute. Okay. Forlim when modified as a, and what did you say?
The I don't remember the grasping. So basically, the terminal part is the accretion of the vertebrate forelimb, and which is the placenta. It's the terminal part. All right, product of
Right.
the mother. So the third thing, when modified as an adapted organ, they're just using it as for another
Yes.
purpose.
They're creating another road, is what they've
Yes.
done. They've
Yeah.
created a new path, an alternate universe, if you even.
Yeah, exactly. And the body part at the end of the arm, and the arms being the afterbirth material,
Right.
umbilical, yeah, in a human. Wow. So what were we reading? The hand? Oh yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
the assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. My hands. Oh, of course. My hands, the terminal part, the feet, the maternal part of the placenta is the hands, and the feet is his part. It's the standing, the origin.
Right.
Right. So feet in my hands is feto maternal. Wow. That's the cross. That's the mark. That's the mark.
Yeah,
The
with the pierced. I mean, yeah, it
frozen
doesn't.
position.
What's the definition of pierced?
Frozen position.
Yeah.
You want to know pierced?
Yeah. I mean, it's cut, I'm assuming.
I think it's like, oh, they pierced my. Yeah, they did. That's the cut.
Yeah, right?
Pierced
Pierce. You
my
pierce
hands
something,
and
you
my
cut something,
feet.
you.
Wow. That's what it is. For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and feet.
What are dogs?
Wow. God's the inverse of God, the
Yeah.
us.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow, that's good.
Hold on one second. Hey, G. G. Let me go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Take two, take five.
Will do.
Hello. This was very normal. Elizabeth is amazing and everything. She paid and I was like, everything. And I had the iron in my hands. She came back to the iron, burned herself to the iron. When she came back to me, like, it was off. But it was like, oh no. What she did? Yeah. I'm like, oh God. Like, I felt so bad. But of course, I wasn't apologetic because it's not my fault. It's not me. They had it. You know, just to put eyes to it. You don't want to go for Danny. It's like, you can't go for Danny. Like, you can put something over it. You know, she's about that. No, I'm not there. She knows it's her fault. Yeah, she knows it's the next. No, not here at the time. No, but she knows. It's right here. Yeah, no, but it's under her arm. You know, I don't know how she went back to me. Like, oh, I look so bad. I don't know how that. It's like this, but you know, like it's like I mean, she's posting the skin. You know, it's a big model. But anyway, oh, to who? To the model? Oh, this wasn't the case. Oh no, first. Okay, let me wrap this up so I can come back and we want to go for dinner. All right. Sorry about that, Danny.
Yeah, no worries. You're good.
He's doing Kate Hudson's hair.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he had some
That's
stories.
so exciting.
Some model, I don't know.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You know what? Honestly, that's why I went into hair as a young teenager because, well, I guess I was like in my early 20s, but I totally imagined that's what I would do with my life.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
He's, he's still
I
cool.
got pregnant, and so my girlfriend moved to Manhattan and and worked at a really crazy, awesome salon and worked on all kinds of celebrities for years and years and years. And I stayed home. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I have no regret there.
Sure about
But
that? Just kidding.
no, I don't. Because honestly, the things that I know now today that I didn't know back then have totally changed my opinion about the whole situation, and things I'm grateful that I was kept away from, because had I not been, who knows the dark roads that I may have chosen.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah. So I feel very much so
Well,
that,
that's great. That's great. I love that.
yeah. But it's really cool. I'd still love to hear it. I
Yeah,
still think it's really cool.
nice. All right. Let's continue on. Matthew 27:35.
Okay. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots.
This is phenomenal. And they crucified him. Crucified. Yeah, they crucified him on the crossroads, right at the port of entry. All right. And parted his garments. The garments being the baggage and effects.
Yep.
Yeah, the baggage and effects. And that's like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. That would be him losing his like sword and his what does he call him? His effects. That,
Oh, right.
it
Yeah.
symbolizes him going into the public pool, handing over his effects. That's why he's always under arrest on the land. And when he's in the Black Pearl, when he's whole, connected to origin, then he's Captain Jack Sparrow, and he's got his sword in his belt, his effects. Anyway, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
The Black
Casting
Pearl.
lots. What is that, though?
Well, a lot is a fortune.
Casting.
Is a fortune. A lot is a fortune. Small
Oh,
fortune or fragment of land also is in the definition of lot. So lot is a small fortune or fragment of land. Isn't that
wow.
wild?
That's crazy.
Here, let me show you that so you can see it.
Wow.
Let me test my memory. Number 4A, a portion of land.
Wow.
3B, fortune.
Oh yeah, one who come a lot has fallen. Oh yeah. Oh, look at
Something
that
that comes to one
2B.
upon who. Whoa. 3A, you just were reading it. Read 3.
Yeah. Something that comes to one upon whom a lot has fallen.
Wow. Something that comes to one upon whom a lot has fallen. A fragment of land has fallen.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're leaving it behind, a lot is something that comes upon the person who finds it and
Yes.
turns it into whatever they want, which is a share.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Damn.
So casting
Wow.
lots, casting lots.
And that casting just probably goes right back to
Yeah, yeah.
like cursing and
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
yes. That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet.
Wow.
They
Fuck
parted my
you.
garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. The vesture is the vest, the vestment, the character we put upon ourselves. And
Yes.
that's the vesture. And that also cast lots. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's not, it's pretty fucking bullshit, but you know.
That's Matthew. Exactly, crucified. That's the cut. This is at the cut. And parted his garments. Exactly. Casting lots. Exactly. Wow.
That's exactly what fucking happened.
And Matthew is at that part, is at the New Testament, first book of the New
Wow.
Testament,
First book of the new, yeah, exactly.
on the land. Yeah.
Wow. And they
Let's
did
go to
cast lots. They sure did.
Luke 23:23. 33.
23, 23.
33,
Oh,
23, 30.
23, 33.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And when they were come to the place which is called Calvary, there they crucified him, and the malefactors, one on the right hand and the other on the left.
What? These are the two,
What?
these are the two the thieves that died next to.
Yes, on either side.
What is a male factor? Let's look this shit up. Wow, this is
Yeah.
big, bro. Go for it.
Um, one is one who commits an offense against the law, especially felon.
Shit.
Wow. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Two, one who does ill toward another.
Whoa! One who does ill toward
Yeah.
another. To put
Ward.
does what is ill? Oh my God, this is insane. It makes it so fucking the
So much
web.
sense,
The web.
right? This one's like pretty freaking crazy.
One who does ill
Okay, ill.
toward another.
A comparative, also iller. Superlative, also illest. One is not in good health, staying home because I'm ill, or also nauseated. Or two, not normal or sound. And then 1B is causing suffering or distress. And two is unfriendly or hostile. 3A, not suited to circumstances or not to one's advantage. as in unlucky. 3B is involving difficulty or hard.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, read for, oh, hold on. Not suited to circumstances or not to one's advantage, unlucky. Marked by adversity or failure, likely to bring misfortune, having or meeting with misfortune, producing dissatisfaction. Okay, unlucky, marked by adversity or failure. Ill. Ill is marked by failure, the fallen. So ill.
Right.
Okay, so one, they crucified him and the malefactors. Oh my God, I forgot how we were going. I had to go
The
back
one
to
who,
we got to go back to malefactors. Forgot.
yeah,
Okay.
commits an offense.
One who does
Oh,
ill
yeah.
toward another. One who does ill, we have to do toward God.
Yeah.
One who does ill toward another, in the direction of another. Oh, could this be following in the path of the public pool, in the
Uh,
direction of
following the path. Yeah.
along a course or leading to?
Yes. It's the other path. It's the second path. It's the creation of the second path, right?
Okay, so one who does ill toward another.
In the creation of the second path,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what they're saying.
So it's basically the two people that were crucified next to Jesus were just people who did the same thing, who followed in another path, right?
Okay. So when
Malefactors, two malefactors, one on the right hand and one on the left. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is it. Because it's the each of the malefactors is the we're gonna look into this.
yeah.
Because it's the right hand is a different has a it's like the person who a person who it's a yin yang thing. It's like the
Yes.
right hand is the person who's taking it, one who's offering it something. So let's go into in the male factors. Let's go into let's go to Wikipedia. The two thieves. The two thieves crucified with Jesus. All right, let's read this one real quick.
Okay. Just start at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus was crucified between two criminals, often called thieves, with one mocking him and the other repenting, asking Jesus to remember him, to whom Jesus promised paradise. Though the Bible doesn't name them, but tradition calls the penitent one Dismas, the good thief, and the other Justus, the bad thief. Names from apocryphal texts like the Gospel of Nicodemus.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. And the penitent, the penitent, penitent. Go ahead, penitent.
Never heard of that. A feeling or expressing humble or regretful pain or sorrow for sins or offenses. Repentant. Or as a noun, a person who repents of sin, a person under church censure but admitted to penance or reconciliation, especially under the direction of a confessor.
Repent. Ah, yes, I love this. We went through this.
To turn from sin and dedicate oneself to the amendment of one's life.
To turn from sin, to turn from debt. This is the turning onto the right-hand path. This is the after decapitation, when we turn, we get spoiled from the debt. Right? The debt has changed us. We're turned from the debt. Wow. To the
Yeah.
penitent is repentant. Okay, so the penitent thief, of course, the penitent thief is the fallen. The mind has turned from the debt, and he's a thief because they're trafficking. The it's against nature, and they're using it. That's why he's a thief,
Right.
right? So the penitent. So it says here, but tradition calls that the penitent one, the one that turned, dismas, dismas, like Christmas,
Right.
dismas, the good thief. I
And what was the other one?
think that this is the idea, and the other one was the bad thief. But wow, wow.
Now, which one is on which side?
Oh my God. Because bad means dilapidated or fallen.
What?
Yes. So the bad thief it's just doing a parody of the two positions formed.
Yes.
Yeah.
On either side. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
The
It's
fallen.
showing the two paths that are
Yeah.
now created at this point,
Yeah.
at that moment,
Yeah.
right? Right? With Jesus in the middle, then one on each side, they're showing you
Yeah.
what's created in that
The
moment.
split. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep reading this. All gospels mentioned.
Mm. Okay. Where was I?
All
Oh,
gospels.
all gospels mention them. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John state that two criminals were crucified with Jesus, one on each side. Luke's unique detail. Only the Gospel of Luke, Luke 23:39 through 43, records the dialogue where one thief taunts Jesus while the other rebukes him, confesses their guilt, and asks Jesus for mercy, receiving the promise, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Traditional names and meanings. Dismiss, the good thief, the repentant thief, whose name appears in non-canonical texts like the 4th century Gospel of Nicodemus, or Gestis or Justus, the bad thief, the thief who blasphemed and mocked Jesus, also named in apocryphal writings.
The fallen. Yeah.
Yep. Origin of names. These names are not in the Bible, but come from extra biblical traditions, with Dismas meaning possibly meaning dying in Greek.
Horse. The piece you left
That's
behind.
yes, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Significance. The story highlights themes of judgment, mercy, and salvation, with the penitent thief representing faith even in death.
Faith even in the death of your mind.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, Dani D, I think I'm gonna call it.
Okay. I'm good with that.
That's an amazing episode.
Yeah, totally incredible. Mind is blown.